We're just heading east, but even a crude one will be fine. It helps with the immersion of the YouTube jerks and makes Neil feel happier that we're going the right way. So that'd be fine.
He goes over and, as he's leading you to a room that you'll be staying in, pulls out a scrap of, or opens up this book. It's kind of like a ledger with guest names written on it. Flips to the back page, which is actually the very back of it is a stone tablet with some wax in it, and pulls out his little writing utensil and draws a very crude map in the wax. It says, well, to the north, or to the west, which it looks like you're just coming from, you got
Why does the
Brunder.
chat think we have a map? Why would they think that?
You had a map of the area you were in that you started in.
We had a
I
world
was like,
map, I thought.
when did you buy a world map?
From the world map store?
There is no world map store.
Someone said I resemble that remark.
What?
No, don't. One person says they have a map, another person reads it and is like, oh, he must be right, and starts copying, paste it, and then three other people hop on board because they all think that's what's right.
Chad, I
and
think
reality
it's
of
very
the
unlikely
situation
that
is there was no map.
At some point, we bought a map that
we
is
have the
literally
King's
the entire
World map.
planet.
The King's World map?
That's true. We stole a big ass map from a table.
Oh, when we
the
fucking
castle.
killed the prince. Boom, we got that world map from the table. Shots fucking fired in your direction, Neil.
A world map does not show the details of towns or roads. That is literally a world map with like kingdoms mentioned on it.
Yeah, so
That
with my
gives you no
direction sense
detail
and his
for this.
intelligence, we combine, and now we know everything, Neil.
Right.
No, you still have no idea of what the individual local towns are or rivers.
Could we fill it in?
Yeah, he's making.
No, like think of taking a map the size of
Jupiter.
Like the world?
No,
Leonardo
let's say you have a
DiCaprio.
map that unfolds out to be like 4 times the size of this book, like 2 books tall, 2 books wide of the entire Earth. Now try and fill in roads and cities and towns. Like there's not enough. You could put like, well, this town, like this kingdom place in here, there's a road that connects these places, but you'll not. And you could mention large cities on it, but you'd never be like, well, here's Smelton and here's Umberward and here's Downshrub and over there is Digham. Like the detail, the resolution is too small, and this is not CSI Miami.
Enhance?
Nope.
Yeah. Okay, so we asked for the crude map.
Also,
yeah, he draws you a crude map of the surrounding
I crumble
areas.
up our world map and just throw it off.
I give him a single gold.
You give me the single gold?
No, the guy we bought the map from.
I mean, he's drawing it in some wax. He's just like showing it to you. He's not handing it to you. He's like, well, this is the surrounding area. Did you where did you say you were going again?
I nod at him, smiling, and I pull whatever it is he wrote from underneath his hands and go, "Thank you."
No, it's like a tablet with clay in it as the back cover of his book.
Why did you choose such a weird piece of parchment to do this? Could you spend the night making a crude map for us?
Oh,
and I'll pay you a gold.
Oh,
Yeah. We don't want
says
you
the light
to...
bulb going off in his head. Sure.
Okay.
I guess I could do that.
Seems to be a simpler question than you're receiving it at, but okay, yes.
I really just thought you were looking for some local area stuff that we could talk about right now. I didn't realize that you were wanting to take this with you.
Oh, friend, no, I'm looking to purchase your crude map, yes.
Oh. Okay. Well, all right. I'll make one downstairs and bring it up to you in a bit.
Fantastic.
He leads you to your rooms, goes downstairs, comes back a few minutes later with some a crude map of the region drawn on some parchment. It's got like a river that heads south from a town that he marks as Smelt. There's the place where where you guys are right now, written in big words, Silver Well. And then there's a few other towns marked on it. He marks the Elven Kingdom as the border of the right side. The lake, the Steamwall Mountains are kind of the northern border of the map. And the map ends at a town he marks as Blackthorn to the south.
And Neil, just south of Quinlos is a giant white box on Roll20. So can I just assume that is the Longborn Kingdom? It's just right there.
Actually, that's too far south and not far enough east.
Damn it. Next week on Cartography, Neil finishes the map.
So
the entire world map? No.
Well, at least the part we're coming up on, I would hope.
It doesn't matter. You don't know what this area looks like. You shouldn't be planning
we
based on
fast
the map
travel
anyway.
to it with the shirtless montage. All right? We're at Quinlos now. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I once again dramatically slide the gold coin at him, nodding, and I say, how much for the rooms?
You have 4 and 3. You have 7 people.
Yes.
7 gold. It will be all.
7 gold.
A gold a room is usually what we charge here at Silver
Quite
Well.
expensive. You're in luck. I have no use for money, so I'm going to give you 70 silver.
It's difficult to resupply out here.
Understandable, friend. Now, look, is this a peaceful little tavern, or is there anything I should know? Is there any dangerous people here? Any
Are
Verasi
there any
soldiers?
Well, down in the common room, we've got half a brigade.
What is half a brigade?
I'm not sure. That's just the terms that I've been using for them. There's a whole bunch of knights and spellcasters hanging out down there. Or said they're
Christ
looking for
on a
some people.
stick.
So
Okay.
as long as you're not the people they're looking for, you should be fine. They seem very intent.
Which direction was this?
They're downstairs right now.
I look at Victorian with like the widest
He
of
actually
eyes.
says that, Neil? There's spellcasters and knights downstairs?
Yes.
Okay. Friends, I have a question. I kind of I put my back to him a little bit, and I kind of whisper to him. I say, should we kill the ever-living shit out of all of them, or should we just keep it quiet?
I am a fan of the kill the ever-loving shit out of them plan, coupled with a possible Leia scout beforehand to know what we're dealing
Excellent.
with. I look towards Leia after I say this.
Should we go to our rooms and study from afar?
Yeah, you could do that. Sure. Will you be able to get a read on who's in there and stuff?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Good sir. Where are our rooms located? Are they upstairs?
You're standing in front of them. You're on the 2nd floor.
Oh, okay. Okay. I can't see very far.
Zanzel, any vote from you, friend?
I think we should have Leia do her thing, and then we'll have a conversation. I want to. We might die. I want to do some testing in my room.
We might die.
Did you just kind of utter "we might die"? Is that what
I think he's kind of skimmed over that.
I
Yes.
mean, if with people,
we might die.
We're in company that I do not wish to share the
Okay.
entirety of my thought.
Just try to tone it down a little bit, Zanzel. You're getting a little bit stranger as time
Oh
goes
no,
on.
I don't mean that I'll be doing the well. I mean that our friends might not allow us to live through tomorrow.
It's not that we'll die. They just won't allow us to go on living.
The people down south, our friends from Ironbeard down south, and I'm just pointing downward
Yes.
the entire time.
I know what you're saying. You could just lower your voice and talk normally.
Okay, all right, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yes, let's reconvene tonight, Leia. If you want to do some scouting.
But do you guys actually feel right about just staying here? Shouldn't just we go somewhere else? Like, why do we want to do this?
I looked at his wax crude map that he tried to sell me on top of a stone. There's nothing for a while, so it's either we stay here or we stay on the night, which is fine. But we are away from Verasi, or well, this part of them is isolated, and we can get rid of another bunch of people that are looking for us.
Right. I mean, we could continue
You
to
said
run,
that,
but it seems like this group is tracking us.
right?
So if we get rid of them, we get them off our backs for a while.
The other
But
option is that we just stay in these rooms for 2 days and they just leave.
Sometimes, Leia, we let the swords do the talking for us, or as a brave man once said,
I think that's
Well,
what
no.
he said, actually.
that is what he said.
That's exactly.
I've
What I
heard
was
that
going
as well.
for is
I've
another
heard that
friend of
one
mine
too.
smashed the ever-living shit out of his sword, so I really messed that up, but you can imagine how funny that would have been if I would have said that correctly.
It would have been very poignant, I believe.
Yes.
Probably so.
Shouldn't we just destroy the inn and move on?
Whoa, sir, we're
It's
not
an
going to do any of that.
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
guy
he's
owns
gone
this
by now.
place.
It's just
Yeah, I thought we
guys.
were alone.
Oh,
You're alone for now.
I mean, why would we be talking about this in front of him? Like,
that's
hey!
why I was being all weird with Victoria. Look, I want to test some stuff before all these people kill us down below us.
Look, Leah, turn on the ESPN, check them out, see what they're up to. Zanzel, you're going to go hopefully not get us killed as far as I understand.
Only Captain Helgar. Captain Helgar, can you please join me in my room?
Tariq, I would
He
ask
salutes
that
you and goes in.
you send Rektar to do some reconnaissance. They're not looking for him. They don't know of him yet. And perhaps if you could dress him a little bit differently, he could get a feel for the men as well.
I'll tell you what. We'll let Leia do her ESP because we don't know how much they know. If it turns out they're looking for a group of 4, I will be happy to send Rektar down.
I kind of mumble under my breath. Ron would have done it, and I go, "Okay, well, I'm gonna tuck Helen in and make sure she's safe. We'll meet at Leia's room in a few hours."
Sounds good.
And I mumble again. Ron would have done it. And I walk out.
Yeah, I go into my room after Captain Helgar once Captain Helgar's in there, I walk in the room and shut the door.
Okay. On the map is now what he drew for you.
Oh, he drew it.
Yeah, this is the map that you guys have of the area.
Okay.
Oh, is this in Roll20?
Yeah, in Roll20.
The crude map.
It's
Gotcha.
a crude map.
Gotcha.
All right.
Yeah, however you want to handle this, Neil, in terms of who goes when.
Well, who wants to go first?
I can go first.
It's you.
So I'm gonna. Do I have a pretty good idea of where they would be standing-ish? Like the room, the layout.
Yeah, well, there's a common room that you didn't see.
Yeah.
You'd have to go downstairs to figure out where it is.
Would I have a pretty good idea of where it's probably?
Not enough to cast ESP, if that's what you're trying to go at.
What if I cast clairvoyance?
So clairvoyance
think
sticks
it
in
would
one
be.
spot. You know where the entrance is. You know where the stairs are to here, but you don't know what the bottom floor looks like. The common room could be right next to the entrance. It could be at the back, away from the entrance. Maybe there's a secondary entrance that you guys didn't. You have no idea. You can class clairvoyance and look in one spot without moving it.
Yeah.
I would assume that we're all together while she's doing this.
I'm
I
not
think-
there, but yeah.
Yeah.
I would be there.
Okay.
As soon as I realize that she's having trouble and she wouldn't be able to pinpoint, then I will send my squire down to just walk by, give a quick layout, and then come back and report.
That works.
Ron would have done that.
That's why he's dead. Excuse me.
He's not dead, actually.
We need a
You
map of the
forgot.
house.
You forgot what happened to Ron, didn't you, Ryan?
I have no idea what happened to Ron, except for the fact that he charged me way more than he should have on my.
He's dead to you, I guess. Okay.
I mean, he's out of the story.
Or is he?
Yeah.
We don't know. You're sending the squire down?
Yep. I send down Reptar.
Okay, so Reptar goes first. He's the first one to do anything.
believe
Yes,
so, yeah.
he's going.
He
He's going
walks-
down.
What's he doing?
Yeah, he's going down to just figure out where this room is that she needs to cast on.
Okay, all right, we're going to do it this way. You are going to play Reptar, so get in Reptar's mindset. You are a wealthy kid who's had everything provided for you your entire life. You think you're the shit. You're off with this like epic swordsman who's supposed to be training you, and he's super chill and doesn't actually ever make you do any work. And everything in your life has always gone right for you. You are the Coxwalk. You're playing Reptar now.
The Cox Walk. All right, let's go.
Yeah. You head downstairs, and Reptar heads downstairs and gets back to the waiting room where the clerk is. And he sees you and gives you kind of an acknowledgement and puts his head back down in his books.
I give him a quick one of those, and then just keep walking.
All right. You're downstairs now. There's an entrance to your right, and there is a set of double doors to your left, and kind of behind you and to the left behind the staircase is another single door.
Okay. First door that I notice, I walk. I don't open fully. I just peek my head in.
All right, you walk over to the set of double doors and kind of like crack it open and look in just a little bit, and you see a very comfortable couch that has 3 women kind of like lounging on it, kind of talking to one another
Go on.
slowly. You see a fire and a fireplace. It's not quite dark outside,
Neil,
but there's no windows
Can you
to this room.
roll for hotness of these 3 ladies?
Yes.
Roll like you've never rolled before, Neil.
16, 15, and 17.
Jesus Christ.
Indeed.
They're
I-
really
Neil,
hot.
I enter the room.
No, not yet. Let Reptar report first.
Not
He has
before
first
his
dibs.
boner. His boner enters first, and then he enters the room. All right,
Then
so
scissors phallus.
I approach.
All right, you open the doors all the way and step in. The room has actually another 6 girls in of similar attractiveness.
Holy shit.
There are couches kind of all over the place. There's some wine being in bottles about. and there's like a cistern, not a cistern, a what do you call it? Like I guess a plate of grapes on a table between them. There's a fire in the fireplace. There are no windows into this room whatsoever, so the light of the fireplace is pretty much the only thing giving light, except for a couple of candles lit around. So the mood is kind of soft, and the girls turn their heads to look at you as you walk in. They're the only other people in the room.
Does he hear Victorian have sex with 17 of them, or is it just like is it more of a quiet, muffled backroom thing?
What do you do, Reptar?
So I have actually forgotten about my mission, and I now have a new mission. So I walk up and help myself to some of the wine that's there. And
As you start to lift the bottle, one of the girls with long curly red hair puts her hand on your hand and says, now, what is it that you're here for first?
I think everything in this room looks pretty good to me.
She smiles and takes her hand off of your hand, grabs the bottle, and pours you a glass. Hands it to you.
I drink it quickly and hand her the glass back.
I don't think I'll ever get tired of Neal role-playing sex scenes with other guys.
It's pretty good, man.
now,
fills it again.
Ryan.
She fills it again and stands up and stands uncomfortable. Well, it would be uncomfortably close if she was anyone other than her to you, and puts the glass to your lips and helps you drink it. See, this might be uncomfortable for you guys, but I've got my fiance standing there watching me roleplay this scene while she's like eating dinner.
I've got my head in the
Imagine be another guy, Neal.
I'm doing this with Neal. All right.
That's when her
So
dress begins to rise as her penis fills with blood.
Oh my god.
okay.
Tariq is completely comfortable and at home with this.
Is there?
What's your name? She asks.
I'm Reptar.
Reptar. Hi.
I say, trying to sound.
That name.
That's
actually.
a very intimidating name.
Reptar.
Does he go?
Are you a
like,
mighty warrior, Reptar?
hold
She
on.
says.
Do you just go Reptar? Or do you go like
Reptar.
Like I said, I'm trying to sound a little bit older than I am because I'm young, right?
All right.
Yeah.
So-
That's a strong name, and you look to be, she says, patting your armor, like a mighty warrior. Is this the case? Are you here to...
Yeah, it's just +3 armor.
This is. I kind of give her a look and I unsheath my sword a little bit and just show her what I'm working with.
She grabs the handle and pulls the blade all the way out.
Go on.
And then it kind of like falls to the ground under the weight. And she says, "Oh, this is a lot bigger than I was expecting."
You know what else is a lot bigger than...
And I say,
Keep going,
now let me
Ryan.
show you the weapon I fight with.
Okay, we can just fast forward the rest of the scene as she takes
it's fine,
you
It's fine. It's just
by the new sword
Neal, please, I'm
and
almost
drags
done.
you off to an
Hurry.
adjoining room that you didn't see.
Oh
Excellent.
my god.
Reptar is.
Okay, Reptar, give me a Constitution check.
Plus 18, by the way. D20 plus
Yeah,
18.
he is an 18. Holy shit.
You have 18 con?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember he rolled
Bastard.
666.
I do.
29.
29.
All right. 2 hours later, you leave the room. And
Sex?
in the meantime, now, hold on. Let's go
Okay.
back to the rest of the party. You send Reptar down to go figure out this shit that's going on. And you expect, like, you're just asking him to find where a room is. So
It's a
15
quick-
minutes later, he hasn't shown up, and you guys are starting to get nervous.
I don't like it, Tariq. I feel like he could be knee-deep in trouble. He could have his sword plunged into the very flesh of an adversary. And he's so unpracticed. I feel like I need to guide him. I need to put my hands on his adversaries and help him. Make sure he accomplishes all that he's come for. I feel so damn just useless and infertile here.
I
Impotent,
agree.
I think is what you meant.
I think
Penis.
we should. I think we should go see what's going on. He might have gotten into some.
Could have
kind
been caught with his pants down.
Yes,
Coffee,
exactly.
that would be.
Exactly.
Big cock.
Leia, anything in this
Yeah,
time, I figured
I can,
anything out. Perhaps if you can
let's
enter
just
the
make
thoughts of these scary adversaries and give us the play-by-play.
let's just make sure that Neil and I agreed on something. So if I cast Wizard Sight and then I go invis, will people see my glowing blue eyes or not?
No, because
Okay.
you're invisible.
Yeah, I know, but you could have did the trick where you're like you're invisible, but you have glowing blue things coming out of
Which
your
kind
eyes.
of makes sense because that's a spell effect. You're actually generating light. Like if you have a torch. Well, here's what I'm going to say: is that there will be light emanating from, like, you will produce light around you, but in a well-lit room, no one's going to notice. If you're in darkness, people will see because you're still generating light, but your eyes themselves won't be glowing.
But
Like,
also,
imagine
Jen, remember,
if
it's
you have an invisible-
torchlight, so like nobody can actually see that, so it's fine.
Yeah, if you're in a building that is normally lit or outside during the day, no one will notice. At nighttime or in places where it's very dark, people will notice.
So right now it's daytime.
Right now it's daytime.
And from what I've seen so far, the inn is well lit.
Any room that is well lit, like, the staircase is pretty dark, except for at the top and at the bottom, because there's no windows into the staircase. On the staircase, someone that is searching or like thinks that you might be around might be able to detect that it's unusually bright.
Bless you.
But they
Oh,
wouldn't.
thank
They may not be able to see exactly where you are.
All right, I'm gonna cast Wizard Sight.
Okay.
Wizard sight.
Activated. And
Has
then
activated,
I'm
right.
gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. You are invisible.
And now I'm gonna head for downstairs to investigate what's going on.
All right. You come down the staircase about 15 minutes after Reptar did, and you see the clerk sitting at his chair behind his counter, oblivious to your entrance, and he seems to be writing something in his book.
And I don't see any magical auras.
You see 0 magical auras.
Okay, moving downstairs. Trying to be sneaky when it's like especially dark areas. I'm
They
like
can't
trying
hear
to
you.
go by quick.
There is a set of
on.
There's a set of double doors to your left, the exit to your right, and a single door kind of behind the staircase to your left a little bit.
All right, first thing to my right, I guess. Like closest door is what I'm gonna go for.
Okay. Well, closest door goes outside, so we'll do second
Oh.
closest door is a set of double doors.
I'm just peeking in, trying to see what's
Okay.
going on.
You open the door. Let me.
Well, I
you
would
have to
try.
open the door to make
Oh.
to look in.
Is there
right?
an open door, or are they all closed?
They're closed.
Shit. Sure, I'll open it, but then I'll get out of the way and try just to peek my head in and see what's going on.
Okay. You open the door without so much as a squeak, and you peer in, and you see a woman kind of leaning back on a couch with her eyes closed, drumming fingers around on her neck, with a fire going behind her. It's a pretty dim room, lit seemingly by just the fireplace.
And no magical glows whatsoever.
Not on the woman or the fireplace or the couch.
Alright, closing the door as like trying to not make any noise, and I'm gonna go to another door.
All right. Move over to the only other, well, except for the one behind the clerk, but that doesn't matter. And you, again, just try and open that one just a little bit. Wow. I rolled, well, it doesn't matter. The door opens just a little bit, and it's a fairly dim hallway for a short ways, and you open the door a little bit more, and you see at the end of the hallway, which is like 40 feet long, there is a large common room. The door is about 3/4 of the way open it's about halfway open right now, and you can see down to this common room at the end. There are some men in full plate armor sitting around a table, talking quietly between themselves.
And I don't
Where the
see
hell
any
did Reptar
glows.
No.
So they're not spell class. So they're not spellcasters, is what I can say from that.
Split mail. I'm sorry. Split mail.
I'm gonna say.
So I know they're
get
not
full plate mail, and
spellcasters.
then everyone gets full plate mail.
It's all the fucking rage right
Like
now.
whatever, it's everywhere now.
Alright, so I know they're not spellcasters. I'm gonna close the door, head upstairs, and ASAP cast clairvoyance in the area where they are to see the room completely.
Interesting. Hold on one second.
And I still have Wizard Sight on, so I should be able to see if there's any spellcasters. Or magical items.
Hang on, Neil got excited about something.
Vision rating.
Just hang on, guys. Just hang on.
Lead shooting magic.
Just getting a quick fap out.
Damn it. All right, I got to figure out what the crystal ball spell is. I don't know if you can use wizard sight through clairvoyance. It may or may not be working. I need to check crystal ball.
You want to do me then?
Yeah, let's do you.
Damn it.
Okay, so
right, so he's
Zanzel
looking-
goes downstairs.
While Leia's doing this, or while Reptar's doing
No,
He
no.
literally meant you want to do him now. So he's
it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Zanzel pops a Viagra, then what?
Oh, he doesn't need help.
So I guess
Not with
this
the way
is,
Neil's stroking his thigh like that.
I guess this happens right when everyone else goes into the room and Captain Helgar goes into my room. I shut the door and I turn to Captain Helgar. I'm just like, Captain Helgar, please stop breathing and see how long you can do that for.
This is where the early Nazi experiments began.
He
And then
starts holding his breath.
I walk around the room as he's doing this and unfold the portable hole to the best of my ability and lay it on the ground in front of us if I can. I don't know how big these rooms are.
Okay. It's laid out on the floor. It barely fits. Again, part of it sticks underneath the bed.
Is he still holding his breath?
Yep.
Is he getting blue in the face?
No, you can hold your breath, I think, for 1/3 your
minutes?
con.
9 minutes?
So whatever Captain Helgar's con is.
Did we ever
did I
roll
ever give you a
stats?
sheet for him?
No.
I might have a
Anybody
Captain
roll?
Helgar sheet that I made
Just
for you.
assume it's 40 then.
Should I just roll 3d6?
Yeah, roll 3d6 and write it down somewhere. He cannot have a con less than 11, though.
This is
Of it.
con.
Yeah, Constitution. There you go.
11. Okay.
So he can hold his breath for 3.5 minutes.
Okay. So I guess as he's holding his breath and I see that he's still alive, I'm just like, please don't strain yourself or anything. Anyways, this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna step inside this hole and submerge your body completely. And if you can't breathe in there, you need to come out immediately. But if you can, do a light workout. See how the room handles and see what it's like. Basically, you're an explorer right now, Captain Helgar. You're the first person to ever do something like this.
He grimaces and says, "Is this what my life has come to? A lab rat?" But if that's, my life should be over at this point, so this is my life.
Yeah, I believe it
And,
is your life, yes.
Grabs the edge of the hole and lowers himself down. Once he gets his all the way down, as far as he can hold, he starts breathing and says, "Yeah, I can breathe," and then drops to the floor.
Can I hear him?
Yeah, totally.
I'm like looking down on this. I'm like, Captain Helgar, I'm going to close this side of the portal. Good luck. I just start closing the portal. And I leave it
All right.
closed for like 5 seconds. And then I open it back up again.
He's down there. He's like, "Oh, how long? It's only been 5 seconds here. How long has passed on your side?"
I was only inside of Neil's hole for 5 seconds. I'll go back in.
I look at him and I'm like,
5 seconds is all you need, my friend.
it's been...
Ooh.
I look down at Captain Helgar and say, it's been 2 months. What happened?
2 months.
I'm just messing with you. Get out of the hole, Captain Helgar. It's been 5 seconds.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
He's 6 feet tall. The arms would give it like another 2 feet. He can't get out of the hole. It's too tall. No, wait. He can pile up some rocks in the corner and get out. Yeah, he's cool. He gets out.
He fell into Neil's hole.
I look around the room. What is in this? Is it just everything that's in the normal hotel room? Like it's got a
Yeah, it's
small
got
desk?
a bed. It's got a small table. It's not even quite a desk. It's like a small square table next to the bed. It's like a nightstand.
Captain Helgar, can you please take that desk and drop it into the hole?
He moves the desk into the hole. It falls to the ground and sits awkwardly, resting on some more.
I take note of how it's resting in there in terms of like if it's on its the orientation of the desk.
Mm-hmm.
Close the hole, fucking just like turn the thing all the way upside down and then open it again. Is it still the same? Is it still in the same orientation? Still?
No, it's completely different orientation.
So it looks like it's moved.
No, wait. You close it and then turn it upside down?
Yes.
Yeah, the orientation's the same. But you've known from experience that if it's open and you start tilting and shifting things, that the things will shift when it's open. But when it's closed, it appears that gravity functions the same way, no matter what the orientation.
Captain, what was it like when you were inside and I closed the hole? Was it?
Oh, it was bright. And
It was bright. There was
boring.
light in there.
Yeah, the walls seem to give off some sort of shimmering light.
No one, no voices. It was just a normal room.
I wouldn't call it normal by any means, but yes, just a room.
Okay. Captain Helgar, you've been a fine explorer tonight. Thank you so much for your services.
You know, I don't really think I deserve the title captain at this point. just-
Explorer Helgar? Is that work?
Sure.
Okay. Explorer Helgar, please. Do as you want. You may sleep here, wherever. I'm done with the testing for the eve.
He nods and lets you go. Damn it, I'm still trying to figure out this wizard site thing. I don't know if spells can cross the barrier. I know you can't cast spells through it, but
Set the precedent, Neil.
I feel like I should be able to see through it.
Make a judgment call.
yeah, if there's no, I'm actually going to look up wizard site now. If it doesn't mention it on wizard site in and of itself, then yes, you can see through it. But I want to double check because there may actually be a precedent set. Wizard site. Wizard site. What level spell is that, Jen?
Pretty high, level 3.
Level 3.
Would you like us to take a break while you find the spell?
No, I found the spell just now.
Okay.
Wizard. I didn't find the spell. Nope.
Excellent.
All right. Are we at break time?
We are.
Okay, and that's perfect. I will get you your answer before the.
All right, cool. We'll take our second break of the day. We'll go into hour 3 right after this, and Neil will have found the spell by then. I'm sure of it. We'll see you guys in just a bit. Thanks, everyone, for watching.